sun went down, my boy, it was like creepy crawlers just came out of everywhere. I have never seen so many black men in the street. I'm just like, am I in Atlanta or am I in Cartagena?
Hey, we do other stuff. That's Sam right there. He goes sightseeing. He be sightseeing.
For sure.
I'm not talking about him.
What do you mean keep you out of it? Go ahead.
So my only thing is, whatever you do, I don't care what it is, but don't say that I'm doing this because black women in the United States are X, Y, and Z.
I don't like where this is going.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Let's do it.
So maybe like 2 weeks ago, I went to Cartagena. And I had been to Cartagena like a few years ago. However, this trip to Cartagena was wild different. So during the day, me and my homegirls would be out sightseeing, doing cultural things, doing excursions, whatever. You wouldn't see not nary black man nowhere when the sun was up. Not a single one. But I tell you, when the sun went down, my boy, it was like creepy crawlers just came out of everywhere. I have never seen so many black men in the street. I'm just like, am I in Atlanta or am I in Cartagena? And then I went to this one club called Delirium. It's called Delirium. They play nothing but American music. So it was me and like 5 of my homegirls. We went in there. And we were literally in there for 15 minutes. And when I tell you, I was giving all of them the eye, like.
Okay, listen though. Let me tell you this. If you take your little cousin, your 25-year-old cousin, you're like, all right, we finna go sightseeing. We're gonna do the mud bath. We're gonna go do this in Cartagena. And then you tell your 25-year-old cousin, man, ain't really no real lit clubs, but there is a couple lit clubs that have some probably 100 to 200 of the baddest women you probably ever seen in your life. I mean, if you want to go there, we can. Like, what man is gonna say no to that? I don't mean this.
But the way.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Guys have said, you know what? Let's not enjoy the country. Let's go there strictly for the woman. All power to it. I mean, I have nothing against that. What's a whole reason for trying to call it out? I get what she's getting at. Guys should go to these different countries and experience it. I mean, it's not just about the woman, but that's going to happen with places like Cartagena, Colombia, Dominican Republic, because you go there and those women are like really on the prowl. I'm not bashing the countries, but because you can still find good woman everywhere, but still the woman on the prowl, her calling it out, she's feeling sour about in some way.
Facts.
Because she says she's on vacation, but mean-eyeing men in nightclubs in Cartagena. You supposed to be having fun? Exactly. But let's continue.
Like, to me, again, like what Kim was saying, it was a waste of a trip, right?
What are you talking about?
Because like during all the things we were doing during the day, didn't see not a single one of you. Not a single one of you. It was as soon as the sun came down, y'all was out in these streets and y'all was chasing after these women. And the other part of it that was a little bit off to me was for some of these young ladies, just how young they looked. And I was like, all right now, do what you do. But that baby right there is not of age. You gotta relax, my boy, no matter where you are.
Hey,
Let me jump through here right quick. Because we starting to get the bad. I feel like we bashing us a little bit.
Hey, we do other stuff. That's Sam right there. He goes sightseeing. He be sightseeing.
For sure.
I'm not talking about him.
Go ahead though, Sam. I know you're talking about.
Let me jump in here for a second. I feel like we killing us right now, brothers. Not me specifically, but you killing us right now. So let's flip it for a second here. So we're talking about guys traveling. You're saying they traveling for the box, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They spending money on box. It's really disgusting how they're going overseas and spending on box. Hold on, can I? Hi, Spin City. All right, what's your name? I'm sorry. Bianca, okay. Give me about 30 seconds. You have it right back, trust me. So, we're talking about that. Okay, so let's play devil's advocate for a moment. So, is it okay for men to do the same thing when they're paying for OnlyFans or when they go into these strip clubs or when these females are basically asking for guys to fly me out, blah, 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 blah. Is it okay for guys to do that in the States here? Because they're doing that here too. So are we saying the same thing about the females doing that in the States?
Are you asking me a question?
Yeah.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. Either way, whether you fly for or it's domestic, that's fine. Just keep me out of it.
What do you mean keep you out of it? I mean, I think you. What do you mean keep you out of it? Go ahead.
So my only thing is, whatever you do, I don't care what it is, but don't say that I'm doing this because Black women in the United States are X, Y, and Z.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh no, see, that's where she messed up because the X, Y, and Z. He just broke down how the women are doing OnlyFans. Women are doing OnlyFans in Colombia too. Pretty much every country, right? But he broke down. The reason why he broke that down is she said, "Leave me out of it." Now, can't leave you out of it because the majority of the women back home are choosing in what way is that? Judgment, over judgment of guys. You need to be like this tall, you need to make this much, you need to be this way, you need to have this kind of attitude. I need a scammer. Then but what's happening is even though a lot of guys are going there and paying for the box, yes. Is it right? No. But is it better? Probably better box too, right? Because the guys spend all that money in the States and then the box is crap. The woman doesn't clean herself correctly. The woman doesn't wash correctly. Never used a bidet in her life, right? Smelling like leftover roaches inside.
Oh!
So, is it still better? I'm not saying it's right. Is it still better? I think probably yes. I know for sure yes.
Don't do that. If you just want to go somewhere, you want to fly somewhere, and you want to get your rocks of whatever, all the blessings to you. Please wear protection, come back safe. Do whatever it is that you do. But when you add that caveat, at the reason why you feel the need to go here, to subscribe to OnlyFans, to do whatever it is that you're doing, is because Black women X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. That's it. Because at that point, you're calling my name. So then I have to answer you.
Nobody's calling your name. Nobody said you. And that's the thing. Like, when women have been saying all these black guys, I didn't care what no one was saying because I know they're not talking to me. I know that's not me. If you're a stand-up woman, if you're a woman that has morals and values and doesn't think that way, even some of the ways I explained, you don't see it like, oh, a guy has to have this and a guy has to have that, and then it's overdoing it when really you don't qualify for it, then it is you. Because a lot of times it is. And that's why I used to love watching Kevin Samuel's show, because women would talk and say, I'm not like this and like this, and he would put the mirror right at her, hold the mirror up. Now look at you, because it is you. It's you too.
Well, I think you kind of went past. I understand what you're saying, but you kind of went past what I said. I'm saying it for Black women, right? I don't hear anybody. The same women that are saying that they're not okay with Black men traveling for tourism. Okay, what about these women who are trafficking in the United States? We're creating OnlyFans pages. We're asking men to fly them out, and then you might get the draws. What about these women, working at strip clubs, etc.? I don't hear that same rhetoric.
It's do your thing.
No, but you keep saying do your thing, but I don't hear anybody saying anything to these women that are doing this. It only became a problem until men started to travel, and it was put on YouTube, basically, which was in the last couple of years, that they're traveling for tourism, and that's when it became a problem from what I'm seeing.
But again, I'm explaining the problem to you. Again, because they've been doing this for years. This is not new.
No, it's not new.
It's not new.
No, it's not. It's not new.
What's new is when they're adding Black women into the conversation as to why they're now all of a sudden getting a passport. It's like, oh, well, don't worry about these Black women here. Go.
But you know where that started from? You know who started that?
Who started it?
He's no longer alive now, but he's the one that kind of started the movement. And when he passed away, it kind of left the open void for the movement. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, Kevin Samuels.
Right. So he's the one that really kind of like pushed. He the one that took it to another level. Then once he passed away, that kind of opened up the void. So now those guys don't really have a leader anymore. So this is where you're getting a bunch of these red pill guys.
No, it wasn't that. See, Passport Bro's been around before Kevin Samuels passed. I remember I would try and reach out to him You know, guys have been doing this for years, right? I've been in the Philippines since 2015. There were other guys that were doing it before me. It's been a thing for a while. What happened was he was holding back the reins. See, he got it wrong. Kevin Samuels was holding back the reins of the Passport Bros. He was actually on a lot of these women's side and they didn't know it. He really held back the reins. When he passed, the reins opened up. He would say little things. Look out for Jamila. Look out for this woman. Look out for the Spanish woman. Look out for the women from these countries because they're the ones that are going to get your man. When he passed, the floodgates opened up. That's what's happening. It seems like a lot of women are just not they're not going to accept that it's not us. A lot of you need to change. But man, I don't know if that's going to happen. It's more to life, guys. See you next time.